have a lot of comments. Now, they're all worded differently, but they basically touch on the same exact point. What do you do about operational security? And because I get so many of those comments, I just thought I'd address it. So, I am what you would call a third-gen YouTube creator. Now, what do I mean by that? So, your first gen were some people, they just randomly uploaded videos to YouTube. Maybe they wanted to share them with their family or friends, and it was easiest to upload it to YouTube and then just send a link so they could watch from there instead of trying to send direct copies, because when YouTube first came out, you know, it wasn't so easy to share videos. Well, every once in a great while, one of those videos, they would make it public on accident instead of unlisted, and they would have the right thumbnail, the right title, and bam! It would just hit. It would take off, they would get a bunch of views, and some of them decided to go professional. But the gist of the story is, they were just kind of bumbling through. They really didn't know that much about media or anything like that, so they try to, like, not be noticed, like, hide who they are. And we're going to get into that on operational security. So then you got your second gen. They seen the first gen people do what they do, and before they even ever uploaded their very first video, they knew they wanted to make a career out of it, so they made steps in that direction. So they would address, well, do I want people knowing who I am? Do I want people knowing where I live? What kind of thumbnails and titles did really good? How can I use those to benefit my channel and make a career out of this? Then you got your third gen. I've been watching YouTube since I was able to have a computer powerful enough to watch YouTube. And I know most channels intimately. I've watched what they've done. I've watched their mistakes. I've watched how they got big, what titles work, what thumbnails work. I've watched about their operational security, sometimes how it goes south. It's not so much big in the gun communities because we're pretty hard targets. I mean, we're armed to the teeth. It's typically not somebody you want to stalk. But on other channels, like just random drama channels or makeup channels or gaming channels, what happens when it gets out to where they are and people start showing up and harassing them? So I am what you'd call a third gen. I've watched all these other people do it. I've taken notes. I've studied them intimately. And I came in knowing exactly what I wanted to do with a plan, watching how they've messed up or succeeded, using that information to my advantage. So, when it comes to operational security, I do it like this. I have an easy way to message me. You don't have to hunt the internet to figure it out. I have emails I post very regularly. I have a business email, a private email. I post both those very regularly. In the bottom of this description of the video is my business email. I have a Facebook where you can send direct DMs. I have an Instagram. I'm on, what is that one site called? I just got on it. I'm not actually running it. A fan's running it. Discord. It's very easy for people to talk to me. Now, if they want to come see me, they know I work at the shop. I'm there basically every single day until about noon. Yeah, if you're driving from afar, I recommend calling the shop first and making sure I'm there that day, because who knows, I could be gone. All the numbers right here. Just call and make sure I'm there. And you can come and see me. It's not a problem. If you see me in public, feel free to talk to me. Yeah, I put on a disguise when I'm in public. I really shouldn't say that. I put on a disguise when I shoot my videos when I'm in public. I dress a little bit more normally. You know, a normal style hat. I typically cover my arms so you can't see my tattoo. It's not that I don't want to talk to you in public, but I figure if you know who I am, even with this normal clothes on, then you deserve some of my time. So never feel ashamed to talk to me in public or come to the shop and see me. That's totally fine. That's totally 100% okay. Now, where the line gets drawn is coming to my house. Because I made it so easy for people to talk to me if they want to, or come and see me if they want to. If somebody shows up at my house, that is a red alert, dangerous threat. As a matter of fact, my brother showed up once unannounced and my girl drew down on him because she didn't know who was coming there. When people come to my house, I know ahead of time. I have a long driveway, so I see them coming. I don't have an address on my mailbox. I don't have an address anywhere. I've tagged my address all over Google Maps and random spots where my house is exactly not. It's difficult to find my house. So if somebody goes through all that trouble to show up at my house, I know they're a very, very serious threat. Especially when it left so many easy avenues for people to talk to me or to come and see me. Easy avenues. And if you come to the shop, don't be afraid to announce yourself. Hey, I'm from your YouTube channel. And I'll shake your hand. I'll assume you're a normal customer and I won't talk about YouTube at all. If you want to talk about YouTube, just bring it up. Not a big deal. Totally 100% okay. So that's basically how I did my operational security. I made it so incredibly easy for people to find me that if they intertwine in my personal life, you know, like show up at my house, then I know it's a dangerous threat and I treat it accordingly. So that's about it. That's why I never really said my name. I'm just CRS Firearms. Most of you know I'm Matt or Mike Honcho or one of my aliases. But generally speaking, I keep the actual house and the home location relatively hidden. Yeah, even if I kept it 100% hidden, it wouldn't matter if somebody really wanted to find me, but why would they want to come to my house? If they want to see me in person, they could come to the shop. If they want to talk to me, I have several avenues for them to contact me. Hell, I even got a Patreon where you can send me direct messages, and since those guys pay for my attention, they get immediate responses as soon as I see them. Now, the notifications on Patreon is kind of weird, so sometimes it might take a day or so for me to reply, but every single one of them get a reply. And that's how I run it. I make it so incredibly easy that if you take the hard way to show up at my house, I know you're a threat, and you're a very serious threat. So, that's how I handle my operational security, just because I learned what happens with other channels. If they try to hide 100%, people will find them. They will dig them up. They will figure out who they are. There's no point in trying to hide when you're on the internet. So just leave access to yourself. And that will take care of most of the uncomfortable situations of somebody showing up at your house or something like that. And that's what I recommend if you're going to do a YouTube channel. Have easy avenues for people to talk or see to you, and then you know that if they come to your house, it's a problem. It's a big problem. So anyway, I just wanted to post that this way all you guys understand. Don't be afraid to talk to me. Don't be afraid to come and see me. These are the best ways to do it, but never, ever show up at my house. That is a problem. Don't ever do that, and we are good to go. And none of you guys have yet. You're an awesome community. I suspect none of you ever will. But I just wanted to put it out there, because I think a lot of people are afraid to come see me at the shop and that. Like, I had a couple of people come in, like, they'd walk by the counter, like, I'm like, they gotta be from YouTube. And they were, like, afraid to announce themselves. But once they did, you know, then we talked and stuff. But yeah, don't be afraid. Just be like, hey, watch your YouTube channel. What's up, man? And we'll chat. But anyway, if you'd like to help support the channel, got my Patreon right there. I also have affiliate links in the description down below. Even if you don't buy what that particular link is for, just click on it before you do your Amazon shopping you're already going to do anyway. And I get a little kickback for it because you came there off my channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Why do you gotta be such a heartless little brat?
If I am such a brat, then why don't you spank me right now, Daddy? And show me what a bad girl I have been and teach me a lesson.
Okay, I might have been overreacting a little bit, Lacey. I love you. I'm never gonna trade you in.
I love you too.
It's not the action I wanted, but it's the action I can get.